Hi, I'm Joe Amorosino here with BU head hockey coach Jack Parker, fresh off his 850th career win, if you can believe that. I'm going to be asking Jack your questions gathered in the BU community. And Coach Parker, you have an especially young team this year. Will that help you in upcoming seasons?
This is the youngest team I've ever coached. I've been doing it for 38 years, and the only team that compares is the very first year I had in 1973-74 season. So if everybody sticks around, we're in great shape in the next couple of years, but you never know. That's a big if. But right now, we should really be solid next year. We only have one senior that's playing regular, and if we had everybody else return, we'd be in great shape because we've got some real good kids coming in as well.
What will this team's fourth place Beanpot finish mean for the team as a whole, and how will you use that to motivate them?
I think it's already motivated us. I think we played pretty well coming off of that. I thought we played great against Boston College. We lost in an overtime, but against one of the best teams, if not the best team in the nation. I thought we played extremely well, and that's when we lost the Beanpot. We didn't lose the Beanpot the second night in the consolation game. Actually doesn't mean much to a lot of people. It meant much to us, though, because we needed that game for NCAA purposes. It didn't mean anything to Harvard, so it really was a consolation game to them, and yet they won and we lost, and that was the most disappointing thing. But we haven't been in that game very often, so it's not something we can get used to.
This is from a longtime alum, and you'll know what I mean when the question comes. I've been a BU fan since you were a player.
My God.
What
hospital is he in?
In that long-term view, what changes have you seen in the student athletes, their attitudes, desire to compete, and talent level?
Every time I recruit a player, I tell them, look, I bet the mortgage on my house, you don't make your living playing pro hockey, and I win that bet 90% of the time. And that's true of major junior A players or college players. But they don't get that. You know, but I'll be one of the 10%, you know. And I think they hear so many different voices. They've been pampered a lot, you know, they've been catered to a lot differently. They haven't faced much adversity. And believe me, I love my kids. We've got great kids here, but for the most part, that's the major difference. The kids have changed drastically. And I think kids have changed drastically in society, not just hockey.
Coyle gets possession, centers one and a goal. Alex Jason takes the feed from Charlie Coyle.
You had heart bypass surgery last July. How are you feeling?
I feel great. I've done all my cardiac stuff, you know, twice and sometimes 3 times a week. Fortunately, I have a pretty good facility here that I can work it all out, and I have Mike Boyle to watch over me, and so I don't have to go in the hospital to do that stuff. And I'm back playing tennis again. I feel pretty good, except game days and game nights. You know, I still don't sleep after games that well, and that's a concern. But other than that, things are going pretty well physically.
All right, and a question that many BU hockey fans have, you hear it all the time. How much longer will Coach Parker be here, and how will your retirement affect the program when that day comes, way off in the future?
I'm not sure. I always take it year to year. My contract runs till 2015. I won't be coaching after 2015 in all probability, but you know, we'll see. It all depends on how I feel at the end of each season, and I feel pretty good right now. And it also depends on, you know, what the outlook is for other things to do that I might want to do. You know, I don't want to retire at 73 and realize I can't do anything else. I don't have the energy for it. You know? When I say other things, I don't mean a real job. You know, I'm not looking for work, as Manny G. Krebs would say. As far as what happens after I leave here, Boston University will be in great hands. You know, this place has always wanted to have a good hockey team. They've built a fabulous facility. They know it's an important part of the fabric of the university, and they'll go out and get the best coach available, and that coach will do a fabulous job here. That coach, you know, there's some fans there that might say, let's get him out of here now so we can get a real good coach in here. So I'm sure that there's mixed emotions about when I should leave.
You joke about it, but I mean, you're well loved here in the Boston University community. Come on. All right, and lastly, what will your legacy be here at BU?
Well, I know what it usually is for a coach. It usually is your one-loss record. You know, how do you do? You know, did you win some championships? Did they win a lot of games? You know, that's usually how they measure a coach at any institution. I hope my legacy is that my players felt that we tried to get the best out of them and pushed them to be as good as they could be, and gave them the opportunity to be as good as they could be. But also think that we really cared about them as people and how they performed academically and how they are after they leave here.